Hi, my name is Jessica Evans, and I am doing a speech on my 3-week trip that I took when I was 16. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to be dropped in the middle of the wilderness with nothing to survive on but the bare necessities? Well, that's what we did. There was myself and 15 other girls that went on a trip with 2 camp counselors for 3 weeks. We were from Camp Sandy Cove, which is a Christian camp that's in the Poconos. The whole goal of the trip was to get closer to God and to learn the lesson that God is going to be there for you no matter what you go through in life. Also, we were learning wilderness training and how to survive in the wilderness. The 3 weeks was actually a lot of terrible things happened in the 3 weeks. The first week we went to Canada and we were rock climbing in Canada. We rock climbed up 200 to 300 foot cliffs. That was actually a really amazing week. After that, we went from there to the Delaware River. This week was a little more trying for us. We had 7 canoes to begin with, and after it rained for 4 days straight and thunderstormed as well, which is really, really loud when you're in the middle of the woods, we woke up one morning and we saw that out of 7 canoes, we only had 3 left. The water level had risen about 3 feet or so. So we had to pack all of our crew and all of our things into 3 canoes and try to make it back up the river. Once we did that, the worst thing that happened was that 1 canoe flipped over and 6 girls were actually going down the river in the water. We did make it to shore and got rescued and got back to the camp. We recuperated for a couple days and then we went back out. We went hiking on the Appalachian Mountains for about a week as well. During that time, it was very hot. We were very exhausted. We had mosquito bites. We had poison ivy at that point. We had blisters on our feet. We did do 70 miles in a week. We went back home to the camp and we learned that, we did learn in fact that the wilderness training that we got from the beginning was amazing. We learned a lot about starting the fires and how to survive with all the things that we had been through at that point. But most importantly, we learned that God definitely was there for us. And we learned so much through everything that we had gone through. When we got back to the camp, we actually were recognized by the whole camp, which was amazing because it's a pretty huge camp and there's a lot of camp counselors. And they had never had a group go through what we went through on a leadership and training program. I think that a couple of the girls had lost about 30 pounds. There's just so many things that happened. But yeah, it was really a good experience, and that's one of the things that I'll remember for the rest of my life.